Hello everyone, my name is Darion Mentor. I am a career peer coach at the Career Center here at Indiana Tech. We've called Jeff in today to discuss a bit about career fairs and just give us some tips about them, big no-nos, things just to enlighten us more on career fairs, their importance, even some tips about elevator pitch.
I always recommend that when you go to a career fair, even if you're, let's say, looking for an accounting position and you see a company that's hiring certified nursing assistants, go up and talk to that person for a little bit, introduce yourself, because I pretty much can guarantee you that they do have an accounting person in their company. And so it's a good opportunity to introduce yourself, say who you are and what you're looking for, and give them your resume. And maybe somewhere down the line you get a call and say, hey, you know, we met you at the career fair. We're looking for somebody in our office to do this.
Can you just share a couple benefits you've seen from career fairs?
Doing a career fair, it forces you to come up with what's called an elevator pitch. And it's used not only in a sales technique, but in this technique as well. Coming up with 30 seconds where you would be able to say exactly what you do, what you're looking for, what you want to accomplish, and maybe have a few questions that you would ask, you know, the potential employer that you're talking to.
What are some good tips for a good elevator pitch outside of just practicing it? What would be some main things that you look for in an elevator pitch?
If you're applying for a position that you know is going to require certain skills, you want to take off those key words off the job description and put it into your resume, so that when they're reading it, they're seeing those key words that they're looking for. So in your elevator pitch, you'd want to tweak that as well, specifically for whoever your audience is.
Yes, and with tweaking it, that goes into research, and a lot of people do not do research about their businesses. A lot of people don't understand the importance of research.
I'll speak just generally when I'm looking for a new opportunity and I come up with, let's say, XYZ company. First thing I'm going to do is go to their webpage. Then I'm going to go see if they're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Glassdoor, all these different avenues where I can glean information about the company. Get on LinkedIn, connect with him there, and just send a little note saying I just want to introduce myself. Another brief elevator pitch per se. Get your name out there, because before that he didn't know who Darion was. But now that you've done that, the name's there, you've connected with them. Hopefully you can maybe set up what I would call like an informational interview, where you can go sit down with them and say, okay, I know you're not hiring, but when you are, what do you look for in an HR person? And hopefully they will give you all that information. And then after that, say, well, what about you? What do you do? What are you looking for? Your elevator pitch comes in, any information that you want to let them know. And 20 minutes later, guess what just happened?
You just basically had an interview.
You had an interview, but did you go in and ask for one? No, you just wanted information. So now if you play it off correctly, you send a thank you note to them the day after, saying thank you for your time. I'm starting to look into this information that you gave me. 2 weeks later, hopefully you can follow up and say, thanks again for talking to me. I've come across maybe a course that I'm going to go take now, because you suggested that this would be something I should know how to do. So now they're sitting back going, wow, this guy's really serious. You know, he really wants to know how to do this and is serious in the position. And so what you're doing is you're building up a rapport. So that hopefully somewhere down the road, if he's got a position that he needs to hire for, that they're going to have to post it legally, but they should call you, be one of the first ones you call. Mainly because I think we'd all want to do this, that it's easier to talk to somebody we kind of know than somebody we don't know.
What is just the number one tip you have, the number one thing, just one thing that if no one listens to any of this is the one thing they take away when it comes to a career fair and an interview and things like that?
I guess the number one thing would be go to everyone that you can, because you never know who's going to be there, and you never know what the opportunity is.
I've really enjoyed having our conversation today.
Same here.
I hope the people learned something from it. And Temporary Solutions, guys, if you all need a job, Temporary Solutions is the place to go.